Hello, Aquarius. This is Kat's Real Life Mystic Tarot, and I'm starting out my December readings with your reading for the month of December 2019. Um, I meditated and I had this vision of four sort of graphic arrows, and the four arrows were coming in towards you from the top, the two sides, and the bottom, coming into your being, and they're converging, I guess, in your center, your heart center possibly, but I didn't get a specific heart center message, but they're converging. So everything seems to be converging in on you. And where they come together, these four arrows, um, you're questioning like what is going to happen when all of them kind of crash together. It causes kind of an opening, and out of this opening saunters a black cat. Now, interesting, right? But what I get from this is I feel like Aquarius, you've been reaching out for this or that or something to change, something to move forward, and everything just keeps kind of pushing back to you. You're not able to expand right now. In fact, everything's pointing back to you. And I think that the reason for this is that you come out very self-contained, very confident and careless about. Cats are famous for being kind of not caring, but you come out like kind of so confident, assured, unworried, unstressed. So I feel like there is pressure from all sides that are trying to create in you this self-dominion, this sovereignty, this kind of, you know, comfortable carelessness. And I don't mean lack of empathy. I just mean like you're good, you're comfortable, you're okay with whatever comes up. So I feel like there are changes that and pushing, like you're pushing out, but everything's pushing back in on you. And then what comes out of this is something really nice for you, like really accomplished for you, because you become the being you already kind of saw yourself as, which is calm, controlled, comfortable, easygoing, you know, it's all good, everything's good, kind of the surfer dude, you know, it's all good, man. So I think that's what's wanting to come out of you. And I sense that that's who you are, but there's been a lot of anxiety and stuff going on. You've been stuck in your head with a lot of things. When I pulled a card for you, I got the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune came up in reverse. So I feel like I'm like, uh-oh, is Aquarius going to experience like a loss of money or a loss of some loss in December? And what I got was actually not like that. I think there's a roll of the dice that Aquarius is going to take. It could be like, let's say you change jobs and you change to a job that pays a little bit less because you want to be involved in this field versus the field you're in. It can be something where, let's say, You invest in something, it costs you money, you have to scrimp a little for a while, but this is in the long run going to be better for you. Or you're just taking a little bit of a chance, and the effect is in the financial realm. Any type of investment or something like that. So that's what I'm getting from that. You're taking. So I didn't get that it was something that came upon you that you didn't have any control of, like sudden losses, in the stock market or something like that. It's nothing like that. It was more like you're taking a gamble. You're going to roll the dice. You're going to take a chance. Okay, so in any case, if you haven't seen my spread, I'm doing a horoscope spread. It's going to tell you a little bit of what's going on in each area of your life. I will direct it towards anywhere that we see major arcana, the major arcana being like areas in your life where you will be addressing in December. You don't have a choice about it. The minor arcana are kind of like it's things that can come and go, but are not going to be life changing. So because I tend to run out of time, my camera will stop at 28. So this is like kind of 28:46 or something like that. So I'm gonna just go with what are the important elements of your life happening in December for Aquarius spirit. Please bring me some guidance for Aquarius in the month of December. What types of things can they look out for? What types of things can they be more prepared for? What's going on? Okay, Wheel of Fortune again, you did get. Just real quickly, what I see in this first round, which is kind of the most important one in terms of major arcana. In your mind, you have 14, which is alchemy. So this is, you're working out a little bit of, it tends to be like honing your skills. So it can be like, let's say you're making your CV or resume, and you show it to a couple people and they give you some ideas about what you can change or what they like or what they don't like or that type of thing. And you're taking all this information. Sometimes it's a little painful because you're like, I was really attached to having this in my resume, and everyone's like, kind of like, it's not doing anything for you. So it's this situation where you're, kind of honing it down, whittling away at kind of creating something better out of raw material. So in your mind, you are working on something like that. In your 8th house, I have the Empress in reverse. So in your 8th, and I just turned it upright, which I usually don't do, but I did it to this one too. So I'm getting like there is going to be transformations in these areas in December. Going from the reverse to the upright. These are things that you're going to work on. So in the 8th house, Empress, okay, it could be something about your mom. There could be something going on with your mom in December. Or if your mom has passed, there might be messages from your mom or memories about your mom. But there's something there concerning your mom that, and let me tell you, the 8th house is about deep psychological. It can be about sex, death, taxes, kind of things that we don't talk about in polite company. It's kind of your 8th house. So, so yeah, your mom might have becoming ill and needs your attention. It can be that you're dealing with some psychological issues that were originated from your relationship with your mom. It could be messages from your mom if she's passed, because the 8th house is very occult. So if she's passed, she might be wanting to give you a message. Or can be feelings about motherhood, that you're dealing with feelings about motherhood. So anything like that. Your 9th house is it's upright, it's the sun. So you can rely on your spirituality, your religion. You can rely on these things to bring you up throughout this month of December. I just had a flash. It's going to be the holidays, so you're going to see your mom. There might be something going on. Maybe you need to have a deep conversation with your mom. Sorry, I had to jump back because it just came to me. In your 9th house, you can rely on this. You may have a trip that you're planning, because this can also be trips abroad. This can be your religion, your spirituality. It can also be litigation. If you're in litigation, it'll work out well with the Sun card. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Education, higher education. So those things are all doing very well, and you can rely on them. And during this time, you will rely on your education, on your spirituality. You can rely on your on litigation. If you have litigation, it's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. You may take a very soul enhancing trip to out of the country. So that's something that's coming up. You have the Fortune's Wheel. So that's back again. The Wheel of Fortune. It's on your 12th house. It's something you don't know about. So when we were talking about it earlier, I think this is something that's happening on a deeper level. You may not be aware. that you're investing in your future, and there might be some money that or something that gets a little bit downgraded during this time. But yeah, so you may not be aware that this is going to be an outcome or part of the outcome. Um, but I don't think I'm not getting like a too scary a feeling about it. I do feel that, and earlier I said it was planned. I got that it was planned. I think that you're allowing for that to happen. You will allow for that to happen. Um, and this Wheel of Fortune, I believe, did come in reverse as well. In any case, yeah. But you are prepared for it. Whatever's coming up, you are prepared for it. It just might come, it's coming. Maybe this opportunity where you can invest in something or you're starting something new comes up suddenly, and it will require this change in your financial picture a little bit. So that's kind of what's going on. You have King of Fire in your 10th house, Seven of Earth. So it looks like work might be not as hard as it usually is. It looks like the work is a little bit lessening, but there might be a little more drama with somebody at work. King of Fire, a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Somebody might be a little bit difficult in your work situation. You are coming across as the Queen of Air, who you are. So let's see. Oops. Okay. So, all right. You have the Temperance energy again. Let me just go over your 8th house. So something with your mom and something that was in your thoughts. And we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So, okay, so your mom, I think, is going to have some input with you in December in some way or form or another. Your mom is going to have some input. So, and again, we have Temperance, and we had Temperance in your 3rd house. So she's going to affect your mind somehow. And I got the Queen of Cups in reverse here in your 3rd house of your thoughts. Sorry, I'm knocking myself around. I feel like there's been possibly some negativity from your mom that you need to deal with, or she may give you some negativity, maybe about your new ideas and stuff like that. Anyways, you're going to want to listen to a little bit of it. Take it into account, but know that it's maybe not in the kindest form. It's not, there's something you have to work out about it. But it's saying don't discount, don't throw away everything that was said in entirety. So you may have an experience with your mom in December, maybe end of, November, Thanksgiving. There might be an encounter with your mom during the holidays. She may have something to say to you that is not very pretty. Don't discount it in entirety, is what I'm saying. Like, kind of take it in. I know it's hard, but kind of take it in. So that's something. And since we're on that, I'm going to go to your home energies. 4 of Water and Devil in reverse. So at home, it looks like there's an end to feeling bored or dissatisfied. This 4 of Cups energy, which is kind of feeling like about everything. In your home, you're starting to feel, and in your home life, you're starting to feel that you want to turn something around. You have the Devil in reverse. So if there's something you've overindulged in at home, per se, like it can be anything. Classically, this is addictions and drinking, that type of thing. That might be something, after the holidays or even before the holidays, I don't know, you might want to slow down on. Can be actually electronics or getting social media or being kind of obsessive with being on your phone, being on social media every second. I mean, your mom could definitely say something about that. But that type of thing, you might want to slow it down a little bit. I mean, there's something that, and it can be a thought process, negative thinking. Negative thinking is definitely a devil's energy. So if you're having a lot of negative thinking, this being in reverse means that you're starting to put an end to something that's binding you. And you're coming out of this kind of bored, negative, who cares sort of energy for that. Let's go into your relationships. I know everyone's kind of interested in relationships. So I'm getting here that there's someone that's checking you out, and it appears to be in a work area. So there's someone in a work area, possibly a young air sign, but somebody, this really indicates someone who's kind of checking you out, that's asking around. This is someone that's getting some intel on you in a work area because of 8 of Earth. So they're kind of interested. Let me get a card on that. Who is this person that's checking out my Aquarius at work? 2, 3, 4, 5. Tell me anything. Oh boy, this really jumped right into the fifth house position. So it's really clear. There's a new beginning. There's somebody that might be very interesting for you at work, of all places. Keep it on the down low, But yeah, there's somebody of interest. Let me see what's going on in your house of commitments. 8 of air and 5 of... Okay, so you've had some anxiety about kind of being left out. I feel like a relationship ended and you're kind of... It's possible a relationship ended and you're kind of feeling that, I'm going to have to start all over. Is there anyone else for me? Kind of dealing with a little negativity, but being able to kind of let it go, because we have the 8 of Swords in reverse, meaning that you're not taking it entirely upon yourself as your fault, or feeling so negative about yourself, or whatever things they said you can brush off. And you're kind of getting over this anxiety about being alone. So you're starting to embrace that. So generally speaking, for a lot of you Aquarius, it looks like you had a breakup and you're kind of recovering from that. And I do want to say, like, this 5th house, there's somebody that's finding you very interesting and is trying to get some intel. So if you hear about that, and it looks like this person might be actually not bad for you. Is there anything else? Let's get one more card on this person. Tell me a little bit, even just the sign or anything about this person. How will Aquarius know this person at work? How will Aquarius know this person? Oh, 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so this person might be in the money, could be in accounting. Guys, I know that's not the most exciting. Sorry, accountants. But might be in accounting, might be in the money sphere, could be in management, can be someone who can't really mix it up with you because they are in management. Someone that's possibly a little older than you, and holds back their feelings. So you have no idea that this person is interested. You're going to probably hear it through the grapevine that someone asked about you. So something like that. And probably an earth sign. Most likely an earth sign. So yeah, Taurus, Capricorn, and who was my other earth sign? Taurus, Capricorn, and why am I blanking on my earth signs? Anyway, the earth signs. Okay, moving on. Virgo. I always forget Virgo. Virgo is my sister's sign, and I always forget it. Okay, so, and a little bit about the 8 of Swords energy. 8 of Swords in reverse here. You had it in your 7th house because of the committed relationship that ended. I don't know when it ended, but it did leave you with some issues to work out. This came up in your 9th house where you have the sun. So you are using spirituality or higher learning to alleviate some of those issues in the 8 of Swords department of feeling like mental issues where you were made to feel less than, not someone tried to put you down, and you're eliminating those feelings at this point. So we did, now the Fortune's Wheel, since that was a big deal, I did get 8 of Cups in reverse. It has something to do with walking away. if you have a partnership, maybe they're walking out and you're going to have to handle it yourself. That could be something like that. Um, it could be a job that you didn't walk away from, but maybe they're reducing. Could be something like that. Or maybe you are walking away from something in order to gain something else. So, so that might be the reason why in December you might have a little change of the financial situation, but it's okay. It's for the better. Okay, so 10th house energy, we were going to talk about the boss at work. Maybe you're going to walk away because of this person. We have a king of wands, king of fire energy in reverse, a very bossy, dominant boss, maybe taking it too far. Seven of swords in reverse. Somebody also at work is trying to undermine you and trying to make you look bad with this boss. So it's a duo, a dynamic duo that's going to make things a little bit hard at work. And things are slowing down at work, and that's probably why it's starting either some anxiety with somebody, so they want to, or people have more time to cause problems. So that's kind of what I'm getting from that. So good. I think we're good there. I just want to, let me get a card, and I want to just get into just a very overall December energy. Is there, my dog's making a lot of noise, I'm sorry. A December energy for Aquarius. What can be the main energy? Any advice we can give Aquarius for December? New directions. So I'm going to give that a second. New directions for Aquarius. Anything else you can tell me, Spirit, about Aquarius? Okay, so I'm getting something that it's going to involve a little bit more time spent outdoors. You're going to have more time to yourself. You're going to have more freedom in your mind in this new direction. You're going to be able to, kind of be more creative in this new direction you're heading into. Um, the people are going to surprise you in this new direction because they're going to be very innovative. The people that you're around are going to open up new horizons for you. And it will be kind of a more relaxed atmosphere. So I'm getting a lot of work situation. The relationship's going to progress slowly. Any relationship's going to go very slow. And I think it's good for you. It's going to be kind of a friendship, that slowly evolves into something more than that. Someone you rely on. Whether it even goes, it might become like a soulmate sort of friendship, or it can move on to a real romantic relationship. So that's what I'm getting for December for Aquarius. I hope that works for you, and I'll see you next month.